to who, if you are, opposed to this, but it's like if because there's stories in the Bible and blah blah. There's ain't good angels and bad angels, and they're all fighting. They're all chess piece to a particular path. So
Go ahead, I'm listening.
let's say before the spirit was about to get put into the body. There's some like Netflix TV shit like fantasy.
Man, that's it. We starting, bro. We starting. That's it. We just gonna start. No more, no more secret pods. It's not secret wars. No more none of that, bro. This is just it. And you know what? I already know how we about to start off.
Okay. How would that be?
I got a crazy topic out the gate.
All right.
Now, if I read this correctly, the term is considered vabbing. You ever heard of that?
Babbing?
Yes.
Babbing.
Vabbing is when, the girls, remember, the vagina, it tends to get wet for you guys that don't know. So, that viscous, said that word earlier, that viscous, the women are now just rubbing that scent on their neck, like, so they just smell like straight pussy juice, like they juice. And it's not even really a new thing. Every time it come up, it's brought up, and it's like oh my God, again. Like, that's how I got. I ain't never heard of it, but this been around apparently for a minute. Like, every time it's like
Wow.
It's like a thing, the latest thing on TikTok. Like,
does it smell good? Do they say it smell good?
I mean, they say it's not really to necessarily smell good. It's for
the point.
The pheromones. Nah, it's kind of like they say, like, if a girl just smell like her vagina, a man, it's really all dating stuff. The whole thing is about dating tips or whatever, and they feel like you smell like your vagina. A man is, they feel it worked. Like, a man is like more like, yo, like he'll feel your womanly. It's like,
if you want to have sex, just go out there and have sex.
But it's not about sex. Like, they want a man to be attracted.
Attracted? And they're trying to use witchcraft.
I mean, according to the scientists say that it is indeed cat.
It's just like a pseudo thing.
Let me actually read it. It says the practice that Madame Goop. She already sound like Madame Goop. She be in the goop. She be in the goop. It says the practice that Madame Goop is probably jealous she didn't come up with first. Oh, so Madame Goop is not the person, but it's somebody else who was in that bag, I'm assuming.
They had to be mentioned.
Yes.
Madame Goop.
So it says vabbing promotes the use of vaginal fluids as perfume. Apparently, pheromones is the body secretion are allegedly attract throngs of potential partners, especially when worn externally. So the smell of it is just not good enough in your vagina. If it was just on you all the time, it's immaculate. Like,
that makes sense.
It says, where did it start? It says, vabbing first made waves on November 2018 episode of the Secret Keepers Club podcast, hosted by comedians. I'm not saying those names because I ain't got time to be wrong. Carly, I said I wasn't going to do it.
What year?
November 2018, so that's 4 years ago.
Oh.
So it's kind of new. Erykah Badu did the pussy juice. Like, she put her pussy juice in a perfume. But that's a little different than just Madam Gooping yourself and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, sorry, Madam Goop, because you're not even the culprit, but your name funny. So it says, a previous episode tale about a friend who used his ball sweat as cologne inspired the intriguing listener to produce their own farm to table perfume. Like, double tap that puss. The experiment produced. Oh, I said, yo, this the article. But it's saying it started when the guy said he rubbed his ball sweat on himself, and girls was liking him more.
Okay.
Like, he felt he was pulling more girls.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
So you don't really need to. You don't really need a bit like like
if you're
other people to do this. You can just get down there, work your magic, and just tap yourself, dab.
I don't know.
That's that's
They was wilding though. They was wilding.
yeah. But that alone is gonna like people are gonna just
They say if you
experience.
got, it says the only thing they say is if you got hepatitis B, you should not be vabbing. Like, do not, no Madam Goop bong. None of that. None of that. If that's what you. But they said they feel like, I mean, they say you're not really doing nothing, but if you happy, putting that viscous all over yourself, you sleek oil, like that's what you want to do, just do it. Just no hepatitis B, man, but vabbing, man.
That is crazy.
Like, hey, man, like, hold up. Nah, fuck it.
So,
Nah, bro. But that was the first shit. Vabbing, so now if your girl, should she even have to do it if she already a girl? If she doing that now, that's by choice. Like if y'all in a relationship and she doing that, that's just her choice now. Or unless she trying to attract another mate.
my thing with that, with what you just asked me, is like, why is it up to me to like I don't know. I understand having our partners feel secure with each other, I guess. But
I mean, it's not really like asking you or she. It's like you're just
like you asked me, what if my girl was doing it before or started to do it
yeah,
now or
like she just
whatever?
started. Like she
I'm
what
like
you got a
if she
girl.
do it and I personally am not aware or don't care or whatever about me, it's like depending on that, because I don't know.
Because I'm going off the article. Some say the article, like the scientists feel like it's cap because they said the pheromones, the attraction levels are not even like that strong. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The concept sound like it makes sense. Though. Honestly, if I'm gonna be real, the concept sound like it kind of makes sense. Like, you know,
But
damn, she smell like pussy. Like, unless
it's not really
it's
that
not
though.
even that because
That's
now
not what
it's
this. Yeah,
that's what makes it kind of dope though because it's all personal. Like this is your scent, however you constructed your box to smell. Like so now it's just all over you, and it's like damn, like
it's already
So the
in
con the
liquid
concept
form.
the concept that shit now like what if now this
Or
where
some lotion
questions come
shit.
in like now you just is it deep cleanse? This is none of my business. I don't even.
They have to literally work with your own or other people's. Each individual. I guess that's if that's what they're trying to do. Like each individual
If you vabbing,
marinate
because
themselves in
now
their own
now I'm about
shits.
to get a little serious. Now I'm about to get a little serious now because if you vabbing and now you moisturize yourself in your vaginal mucus and the whatever or viscous and then like you I don't know your aunt give you a kiss on the cheek. You know what I'm saying? Like now like nobody signed up to
Six
just
feet.
be.
6 feet.
Or what if you don't care? You got hepatitis now. You bung. Hey, hug. Little six. Like yo, now I got all your Madam Goop. Cause I forgot the term that fast. But you got your Madam Goop all on my face, and now it did
Might have to
something.
censor
Or on
that
my lips. What?
because that's a person's name.
Who?
Madam.
Now
That's
I'm
an actual person. Apparently, it's an
bro.
actual person.
Madam Goop, man. It might not be.
If she dead, I don't know. You gotta consider the fam, their kids who watch YouTube, who might be watching this channel or this episode
I guess Goop.
slash channel.
Goop is a clothing brand.
Okay, so
Let me. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping.
but still,
It
even if
says
it
Goop
is,
Wellness, Madam. Okay. I mean, it's definitely like, Madam over. Goop is just a thing. To sign up for the newsletter, so Goop is just a newsletter, and I guess they deal with like female like just shit. So I guess that was a
Do people need to attempt to define what you are saying? Like, if I say to you something,
I mean, the words.
but I know that what I'm talking about is like how you said, for example, or anybody ask you how's it going, and in the moment we all say good or cool. Some may say all right, cracking a little more of of themselves,
Okay.
and things of that nature.
So, are you saying should people have to try to figure out that type of like if somebody say how you doing? Are you saying like does the answer really matter? What matters is what we're trying to do right here and now. Like f all the formalities. Like it's like in anything. Let's say if we stop this for let's say we stop all formalities, right? And you're like, we come to work, and I'm like, my questions to you to be: are you ready to work, or something work related, or forward progressing about life? Like, are
Right,
you
that makes
saying
sense.
I should
Yes,
not ask you about just random? Yo, so how was your day? What'd you do yesterday? Like
I
that should never
guess
be a conversation. Like
not to say never, but to say
it should be started on you.
yeah.
If you want to talk
There's a
about
time
yesterday,
and place.
you bring up yesterday.
There's a time and place. Yeah, like if you individually want to just add more detail about, just say more about what happened to you, that's on you and whatever. But I don't know, man.
Is there any other example of that? Because it's majority of the time formalities. Like you'll kind of know. The only way you'll know who really care is if it comes off annoying to you. I feel if you be like,
If you
my
really
days are
care, it's
alright.
gonna come out
If you
annoying.
alright, we about to run it. We about to run a little game. Alright, bro. Yo, I ain't see you all day last night, bro. What happened to you yesterday?
Yesterday, we did hang out the whole day yesterday.
Man, you got all right. I gotta think of another one because I don't think you understood. You supposed to just say what you were saying, like, man, okay, all right. We pull up the word. Yo, bro, how was your day yesterday?
Okay, so ask me the other one again. I'm sorry.
All right, match the other one. Yo, bro, I ain't see you all day yesterday. What happened?
Life. Keep it moving.
See, I only say that because I know the other day you told me boom, boom, boom. So like, you sure? Like what you told me? Like it was only a day later, nigga. Like you can't act like shit just sweet. Like
Yeah, it's just something I still gotta work on.
that's what I say. I guess because it don't even have to be a family or friend. It's just I feel like just somebody who I guess cares. They're gonna like push that pressure point, and it's gonna feel annoying. It would have to be because sometimes niggas don't just be wanting to talk. Sometimes niggas do. I think it's more of I'd rather a nigga plant the seed. For me personally, I'd rather a nigga just ask whatever they want to ask and then let me say what I say. Like, I'm on both sides. I'd rather you just ask me and I go, bro, I'm good, bro. Or, bro, it's not even worry about that shit, bro. I'm trying to worry about today. And then, like, you planted the seed, you put the thought in my head. So it's like, you let me know you want to hear it. So whenever I just feel like talking, you, like, gave me a sign already that you're ready. Maybe that should be it. That should just be it. If you don't want to talk, you be like, "Look, bro, I'm good," or whatever, and then the other person should just say, "Okay," and they wanted to talk in the first place. So when you ready, you should still be ready to listen. And like you was ready to listen at first, like you should be ready now. Like, cause just imagine you only want to hear my backstory when you greet me. That's what I'm saying. Like certain formalities. It's like if I ain't asked you how you was doing earlier, like if I woke up to you and be like, "Yo, man, how you doing?" If I don't ask you that, that means I don't want to know how you doing. Like Or if I can only ask you that at that time, like when I first asked you, like if I say that's the only time you could tell me how you doing in that moment, like that'd be kind of weird too.
There's levels, man. I think because like take us for example. We met at we worked together at Amazon, and at some point, I don't even remember if we. I mean, yeah, we at first we was like, yo, like what's good in a form that to me was like the same as like how is everything, or even you even went as far, I believe, just to ask how is everything even after asking. I don't know, because I don't know.
I think it reach a point, I guess, with like sometimes with friendship, or like you don't really have to like that. I think when you're friends with somebody, that point doesn't even matter because like at some
But sometimes that's the thing though. There's levels to where at first it matters, so we ask or whatever. I think.
oh, I want to say as a friend thing, 9 times out of 10, I feel like you're gonna say what you want to say before I even have to ask it.
Okay.
Like for me to ask you like you good before I even have to ask that, you probably already told me the problem. You know,
Okay.
because we just speak in like a form of comfort.
True.
Like so, it's like niggas be knowing what's up, but feelings be momentary too. Like it's times like, let's say like if we was just last time we seen each other, it's a little bit of paranoia. Like let's say we high, cops behind us. We just had a paranoid night type shit,
True.
and like then it's like I might like I could call you like, yo, bro, you good? Like just shit was a little spooky, like you good?
Uh huh.
So
Oh yeah, I remember that day.
so if it's popsicle, it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Like
Popsicle.
if it's popsicle, it's pop. You ever had one?
A popsicle.
A push pop? Nah, like
Oh, you like the Flintstones and shit?
nah. I
Like
said
the
a
thing.
push pop. I meant like the
Ice
red
cream.
white. Nah, I meant the red white and blue. The rocket pop or something.
It's just like an ice cream, yeah. Like with the red with the three colors.
Yeah, I don't even remember the brand of like if it's popsicle, it's possible. Like yeah. So you ever used? What was your experience when you first picked up a CD player?
I was cool.
So wait, so
I went to school
so
with
what
it.
was niggas listening to music on before CD player?
They would bring boom boxes like or mini radios or whatever.
So boombox or radio, which I probably already figured.
With that had the cassette shit there, like
Those are probably like fancy as hell.
yes,
What's your first exposure to music? Not like so like it was just a radio.
music. First time it hit me,
Like, it was just probably a radio.
it had to have been Spanish music.
Oh yeah, that shit was live.
Yeah,
Hey, stop.
that's funny.
It was
But
weird.
but I don't know. Somehow I know I got into like rock, like English, or like so rock and roll.
So
I think that's as far as my memory go. That's the earliest genre I chose to like listen to.
when you was a kid, niggas used to play with the radio, go to different notes, start to learn all the stations by heart, like, cause it's not like a. They did have the click like one like the straight station, I guess, but like nah, like you start to really like tune in, like the radio. To think the radio came like that shit went from a long way to like obsolete, like a radio.
Nah, they just attached a whole bunch of shit to it.
I think a
So
radio.
we used the latest model of the radio.
Bro, that shit like uber disgusts me. Like
What?
when you think of like, you know how I be bucking about seeing ads on YouTube, premium, premium ran out, but it's
Some
like,
ads be useful, but well, go ahead.
but then, huh?
Some ads be like
Oh.
informative.
Yeah, true. But now it's like when you think, oh, you watching TV, like a commercial is kind of poison. Like that shit is literally like
yeah.
Shang Tsung Soul, like they taking your shit, like you just listen and think of a
It's
radio.
keeping you tuned into
When
to
you
that.
listen to like it's like nah, bro, like that shit OD, like it's all nasty. Where all ads is like I don't know, man, like shit nasty. But you gotta sell your product, but the way y'all do it and how it's done, like that idea just prying on people's insecurities or like emotions is like it's kind of weird. Like you just hear like, oh man, like you want to eat like a man. It's like you're not. It's not working on me, but I don't know if I feel like who's crazy, the person who at worked on or like the person producing it. Like I don't know. Like because that's like it's like the energy you spewing out. Like you might be like you might be the bigger culprit than me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause we gonna absorb. I'm bucking about it now. It ain't get to me in a sense. Like I'm like, oh, but it got me enough to where I had to even bring up why I felt it was nasty because it existed. So it's like it's just the inner like, man.
I get what you're saying, but I remember a funny commercial, and it was I think it was Old Spice. They like Old Spice uh, got into the scene and got big, and then they like I think if I remember correctly, they kind of like laid low or something. They just continued their selves with the deodorants, and I guess they came with the shampoos and all that cleanseful stuff. But the commercial that they used for a simple deodorant, it was the funniest thing in the world. It was a dude, is it like half human and
Oh
horse?
yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
manatee. I'm not sure.
Minotaur,
Yeah, something like that.
Centaur. I don't know.
But it
Yeah,
was it was
Tar,
that guy, the mythical creature thing.
Kentaro, well, Montaro from Mortal
This guy,
Kombat.
yeah.
Yeah,
And but it was like even the mythical animals use it. Like it comes from them.
I mean the
They say it comes
commercials.
from them, basically,
You could
like
make
from
a good
nature.
commercial if you want some.
I
What
rest.
like remember when Chance the Rapper when he was like, I need my flaming hot Doritos, like that's cool, like that's a nice commercial. He's singing a little tune. It's not yo you niggas is dirty. Whoever don't got the Doritos, y'all some dirty broke motherfucker. Like you know what I'm saying, like bitches is not don't like what are we doing?
So you're talking about those who I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't like commercials like that. When they feel like they gotta down something to promote something.
I mean that makes me think of the medicine commercials, but I know that you're not talking about that per se.
Nah, the medicine
There's levels to
commercials.
that.
The medicine commercials are just always just like
It's crazy.
yeah,
It's
they got their own level of craze. That's facts. I think they
like
do.
that's witchcraft. They trying to sell their craft. I don't
So we trying to go a little crazy.
know. How to always not be deceived. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh whoa, you hold up.
Ah!
You get in. You say that again. Say that louder, say
Like how to always not be deceived. And I wrote this with a question mark at the end. Not that I'm gonna just say.
like
I
oh
mean, I'm
you
gonna
know
say
the
something.
way, but like you're asking still. So a
Yeah.
way to not be deceived.
How to always not be deceived.
When do you feel deceived?
Mm, when do I feel deceived? I gotta feel it. I just gotta be there in the moment.
So it's like you chose it. Like you only could feel deceived once you chose to accept your idea of this deception. It's like deception is kind of like that's like a step before being caught. Like deception is still kind of like in the like the unknown. Like you
Yeah,
don't
yeah, yeah.
really know. Like
Until it's revealed.
so to really wait to not feel deceived or to always avoid deception. Low key, I guess is to just
Stay in the light.
yeah, just let the light reveal itself. I guess like you ain't gotta wear it. You ain't gotta look for it. You ain't gotta look for the deception. The deception become presented straight to the front door. Like you don't even have to go looking for it. So
And how does deception look like? Does it look like a nice person with a tie or something?
bro, that shit could be anything at any time. It's levels.
So
Bro.
how do we? I don't know.
Like, cause this have you now? If you gotta keep it real, like, have you deceived someone before?
Of course.
Of course. So I'm saying like it's like it's almost the same as telling the truth. Telling the truth and the lie and lying is damn near one and the same. It makes no real difference. Like what alright. It's like when you lie, it only really hurts you.
Yeah.
Because that's why I was saying like the nothing is true, everything is permitted because you I could never really know if you're telling me the truth or not just out the gate through your words. So it's like if you tell me a lie, it will only reveal itself. If you tell me a truth, like it'll just reveal itself. Like they both kind of one and the same. They both project the same, but it only really hurts the soul. And it could, I guess, and when somebody, it's like it could be in any form. Just any, it could be in any form. Just how the truth could come in any form, a lie could come in any form.
Yes.
Them niggas is that shit.
Interchange or something.
Like they like it's like one and the same. That's like a super like lying and truth is such a spiritual game. Because if in the physical world, then it's really more of a fact. When it comes to the spiritual world, that's where it's more like truth or lies.
Are much more dangerous.
And
Or not really. Like, because once you're a spirit, it's like you just know you are revealed to more or less. I don't know. Because you know what? Even in the Bible,
he said, they don't say that in the Bible.
Lucifer
Lucy
was flying around somewhere at some point, and he was hanging out in the crowd of good angels, and then I believe it was God that came around, possibly like Jesus person. No, I think it was like the dad, like the God the Father.
Father.
Abba. But and he pointed out Lucifer among the little group of angels, and once the little group of angels realized it was Lucifer, they was like, oh shit, they ran off, they scattered, but they didn't realize he was just there, like in the midst of them, the angels. So there's levels to that. I think if that's the spirit, if that is the spirit,
I might not.
Other spirits can deceive other spirits.
Man, but let's say I deceive you, but I never know that I've been deceived. Is the deception still real? If you finesse me, it's basically we meet in one time. You just you get me. We exchange numbers. You get something out of me. You hit the road. We never hear from each other again. Like, did you like
get deceived?
Yeah, like
yeah.
But how? How would I know? Like if you just came to me talking to me on some nice just to get by, like yo, like you just had to have a nice conversation, do whatever. Like not saying yo we gotta link up again or boom boom boom, but like you just say what you gotta say to get by and never see that person again. But that person will always take your word as just what they believe it to be. So if you deceive somebody, but they don't know it's deception, is it like deceiving? Like That's why it's like, go back to lying. It only affects you.
Yeah. So that's absolutely right. Yeah. What would you say?
Oh, what I got in mind is something about women. You know,
Is it to do with their juices again, or
uh, everything containing it. Everything containing the woman. Like, everything containing the woman.
sure, of course.
So,
Woman.
so there's two people. I don't even really know these people. I just seen the news. It says Marcy Gray and Betty Midler. So it's an older black woman and an older white woman. Two separate occasions to where it says Marcy Gray and Betty Midler received backlash, are labeled as Turks following comments about trans women.
Okay.
Not Turk. It says they have been labeled as Turks. This is Shade Room. You know what I'm saying? Gotta let Shade Room. It's Shade Room. Like, this the one y'all posted this. Y'all don't just put any we not but okay. It says Marcy Gray and Betty Midler. I have that name, Betty Midler. Betty Midler. It says have become labeled as TERPs following recent comments about trans women. A TERP is described as a feminist who excludes the rights of transgender women as their oh God, I'm sorry. We niggas is drinking. I'm sorry. Alright. It says a TERP is described as a feminist who excludes the rights of transgender women from their advocacy of women's rights. In a recent interview with Piers Morgan, Marcy said, "Just because you go change your parts doesn't make you a woman." Betty shared her 2 cents in a tweet responding to it, and I could read what she said.
Okay. I'm confused. So, so she calls herself a what now?
No, the community. They label her
the older white lady
and the black lady. I can show you now.
Wait, are the black lady and the white lady united?
Yeah. All right, man. Damn. So this nigga went from trying to see what the fuss and the commotion was about to watching a 12-minute video. Kind of.
Yeah.
You know,
once we saw that it wasn't all exactly what it was meant on the title.
I mean, she still meant what she said. Like, we watching it, like, you know.
Yeah.
And once I saw it was Piers Morgan, though. Piers Morgan, I don't know, like, I wasn't even surprised because that's my dog. Good Morning Britain. Like, if that was was here, I would have been like, whoa. But once I actually saw, I'm like, oh, of course, that's what they do. It's a more open dialogue over there. So it's like, I'm not surprised that that's the platform it was on. But now, before we even really say nothing else, let me get to the next lady because I didn't even get what Betty said. Never got to what Betty said.
Damn.
So Marcy said, just because you get your body changed does not mean parts. You are a woman.
Yeah, if you get your parts changed.
Yes. And why she really say that is because she's saying, like, you know, the experience of a woman is unique. Like,
that compared to a man's.
Y'all life already, like, different. Like,
to a male.
So it's like, so let me get to this next part. So she says, Betty Midler. Look, I got that right on the first try. I was fucking up the whole time. All right. She says, woman of the world. She said, we are being stripped of our rights over our bodies, our lives, even our name. They don't call us women anymore. They call us birthing people or menstruators and even people with vaginas. Don't let them erase you. Every human on earth owes you. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Like, just that last statement alone, you think of yourself, you came from your mother. You like, that's like,
Well, you came from your father.
Well, we already talk about in terms of like daddy control your conception. Like mom just make sure that shit happen. Like,
It takes
but
two
the
to
dad,
tango.
like, if dad backstroking, it's not like shorty could just do a perfect clinch squish. Nah, it's up to him. It's whether he pull out or not, whether he wrap it up or not. So it's like the choice up to the man. Like the girl just can't bend over and just say I'm pregnant now because I put the dick in. It don't work like that. So yes, it's up to the man, but the woman, the dude said in the other video we kind of watched, like it is an honor, like to have your reproduction, like to have your heir like born, like yes, it's like because like we said, as the men, if it's up to us whether we really have a child or not. Well, to initiate the creation of a child, the men initiate the creation of the child,
Sure, yeah.
and the woman they can control whether they want to have it or not, and that's literally facts. Like it's really up to them. They really can. Like they could, we ain't gonna go. But so it's like so that's but yes, but the thing like we owe women like as a man, it's like if you sitting here and you like I want to have a baby. I need a legacy. I'm not feeling well. Whatever the doctor tell me, like, bro, you might have only 10 years to live. And now I got a splack now, had a kid now, so at least by the time this nigga hopefully get the 8, I'm alive and I could but to choose, you can't just not anybody could just give you that. Like the right, hopefully it should be the right woman and who and even if it's the wrong woman, she still gave you that gift. Like she gave you that legend that you didn't ask for. So even if they do deliver it and it's a bad, they still gave you that gift, that legend. Like so, you kind of always give the props to women. Like when it comes, especially when it comes to rights and babies and just creation of the world, we can't act like that. So, all right, my bad. I wanted a little soliloquy right there. What's your like people with vaginas? And they was saying men. They say men sexist. We was talking while it's like they just people feel like that community just took away like they just stripped the man identity and the woman identity too. It's not even just men, like they stripped the men and women identity per se. Like
Who you mean the people that talk the way that person talked?
nah, the people who are transgender, because I couldn't think of no other smooth way to say it. Like I was trying to think of in gender transit, like like whatever, like
Transitioning.
playing with the gender. So it's like, hey, like, so if they're gonna say, hey, my experience is I was born this way and that, like, accept your experience. That's cool. Like that's you, you was born in the wrong body, you feel, or the wrong type or the wrong gender. Like that's cool, but your experience is your experience. Like you can't you really can't both ways. Like a woman to man, man to woman, bro. You can't tell you can't tell what a man is, and a man can't tell a woman what a woman is. Like no matter what, like
I don't know that type of thing that I don't know. I'm not transgender or whatever, but it's like
transgender.
transgender.
Yeah.
Like I'm not that, but I can connect something to how because I've heard because I've had friends. I've had a friend that was a guy, but I met him after he decided to like wear wigs and things like of that nature, and I didn't stick around. I was way young, but I didn't stick around because he or she whatever was talking about. They was talking about getting the operation and such, like removing the penis and just doing whatever they do there. But the way they talk, or the way I've heard them speak, the way I see it,
It might have to be a bobber.
it is like they feel like they are in the wrong body, right?
Yes.
Their spirit is not what the avatar entail. So that spirit goes mad within that body because it cannot express itself exactly.
Yes, as they said
You know?
in the article, it said is the term is gender dysphoria.
Okay. The where part I connected is like I know I'm a spirit, but the only way for me to express that is to basically, you know, pass on. Not that I'm,
Does a spirit have a gender? In terms, because you're the spiritual God, so I'm asking like your understanding of spirits.
what is
So
a
like,
gender again? What is it? Like a thing with like a penis or a vagina? What is it? What is it?
um,
A gender?
I guess it's I guess
It's
it's
like male, female.
a sex, like your I guess a label put on you based upon your sexual orientation. Not really,
Okay.
because it's kind of weird because gay is a gender, but is gay a gender? No, I probably
No.
said that wrong. That's wrong. I might. That's sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
but but not. I believe no, no. Spirits do not have a gender. They have personality and character, and that's why they say that when I don't know, when we die, we all we take is us. Well, we don't not this at least, but just like the invisible us, soul or whatever, our nature, our character, our person goes on. But
According to this, according to WHO, World Health Organization,
mm,
it says gender refers to the characteristics of women, men, girl, and boys that are socially constructed. It says
that
this It says this include norms, behaviors, and roles associated with being a woman, man, girl, or boy, as well as relationships with each other. It says as a social construct, gender varies from society to society and can change over time.
I mean, they're trying to play a game. I mean, they're in this game, so it's like they have to word it this way and then add that last bit for the rest of
It
us.
says
Like,
yeah, because it does have it says because it says overview of gender and what gender is, but when they go into depth with this next paragraph, it's kind of like it says gender is hierarchical, hierarchical,
hierarchical,
hierarchical,
hierarchical,
hierarchical, huh?
hierarchical.
Hierarchical. It says gender is hierarchical and produces inequalities that intersect with other social or economic inequalities. Gender based discrimination intersects with other factors of discrimination such as ethnicity, socioscience status, disability, age, geographic location, gender identity, and sexual orientation, among others. This is referred to as intersectionality. It says gender interacts with but is different from sex, which refers to different biological and physiological characteristics of female, male, and intersex person, such as chromosomes, hormones, and reproductive organs. Gender and sex are related but different from gender identity. Gender identity refers to a person's deeply felt internal and individual experience of gender, which may or may not correspond to the person's physiological or designated sex at birth. It says gender influences people's experiences of the access to healthcare. The way that health services are organized and provided can either limit or enable persons' access to healthcare information, support, and services, and the outcome of those encounters. Health services should be affordable, accessible, and acceptable to all, and they should be provided with quality, equality, and dignity.
I may have to go back a little bit, but with what I said before about that, they just like even though it is a game and all,
Yeah, because
it makes sense what that gender and sex is,
but this,
different.
but this article, if this is like in a way like for this just to be World Health Organization, and but
Hmm.
it's like
Whatever that means.
it's just weird because the article I'm reading it just talk with such a like stern stance, like you could tell where they stance is. Gender inde-
Because they know truth.
Gender inequality and discrimination faced by women and girls put their health and well-being at risk. Women or girls often face greater barriers than men and boys to accessing health information and services.
Bro, their cover is super perfect. They're called the Who, basically. Like, what?
It says their barriers include restriction of
That's all
it says
conspiracy.
these barriers include restriction on mobility, lack of access to decision-making power, lower literacy rates, discriminatory attitudes of communities and healthcare providers, and lack of training and awareness amongst healthcare providers. And the health system of the specific health needs challenges women and girls. It says constantly women and girls face greater risk of unintended pregnancies. Well, it's you choose who you want to have sex with. Like if we just acknowledge that, you should be aware that it's not up to you. You choose who and how you let put their dick in you. It's like it's like
You mean more like
bro,
who you let come in you type?
no, that's why
No.
I'm saying the choice is not up to you. That nigga, you don't control his balls. You don't control. You're not that person. That's why I say you control who you let put their dick in you and how.
Oh,
Raw,
right,
da da
right,
da
right.
da.
Because they don't feel
So
what we feel.
since women face greater risk of unintended pregnancies, like it's never intended by you. Like you can never choose that. Like except for how I said how you can, not just the only way you could choose is by who you let put their dick in you. It says sexually transmitted infections, including HIV. So if a man has HIV, he just whoever he has sex with has a chance of having HIV with now.
I
And if
think
he likes
anybody he has sex with
anybody,
yeah,
yeah. And if
has
he
it.
likes women, like so it's
And
this,
then
yeah.
they have it. So if they have sex with somebody
This
else,
article we was trying to figure out what gender meant, and it said nothing about man except for what we have done wrong. It didn't even say nothing because the top one I really wanted to read. That's why I didn't should have never read the article. It says gender is a range of characteristics pertaining to femininity and masculinity and differentiation between them. It says depending on the context, this may include sex-based social structures and gender identity. So it's like it seemed like everybody's gonna have their own thing. Exactly what gender is or means or like
yeah.
so.
I mean, if the thing is like if we can just live together, I mean, the thing is we can live together. It's just that if you reveal to me that you're transgender and I'm not, it's like that's we. It is what it is. It's the end of an era per se. Like, because I personally, that's the thing. Again, I don't make friends like that. So it's like when I talk to somebody or if somebody talks to me, whoever they are, is like I'm gonna just be real. Whatever they got asking me about or me asking them about is gonna be
Like
genuine
you saying
questions
you're
for
not
me.
gonna sugarcoat your feelings to try to make a
If
friend.
I don't understand what is being told to my face, I'm going, and it's a touchy subject. I'm going to express that I don't know, but I'm gonna use the rawest form of the word because that's what I want to know about whatever the raw word I use is. You know what I mean? Because that's how I get to understand anybody. Like,
Just for shits and giggles, low key, I just want to look up another question on Google.
I don't like shits now.
I like
I don't
giggling.
like.
Madam Goop. Nah.
I'm about to
Nah.
go to Madame Goop see what. Nah.
I looked up what is a man?
Oh,
An adult male human
oh
being.
my god.
It says a man being of either sex. A person. Just a person is man. Another one.
The Bible says that too, because even God calls the daughters of God sons. So that's why when you ask, is the spirit have a gender? It's just words. It's just like character, nature. How I said before, like, and that's all what you are. This is just the thing, but I don't know. I don't know. I'll go as deep as to say I believe that you were put into that body. I don't know. You know why? And this is gonna sound crazy to if you are opposed to this, but it's like if because there's stories in the Bible and blah blah. There's ain't good angels and bad angels, and they're all fighting. They're all trying to like move. It's like the right angel on your shoulder and the left one, the whoever is the good and evil one, is trying to pull the same chess piece to a particular path. So let's say before
Yeah,
the
and I get
spirit,
this shit open. I'm good. I'm listening.
let's say before the spirit was about to get put into the body. There's some like Netflix TV shit like fantasy. But what if a spirit before we were born and our spirit or whatever was put into this, somebody else messed around and like said, "Nah, I'm gonna put this spirit that was supposed to embody more of this avatar into the opposite of it." You get what I'm saying? It's like if you ever seen Avatar the movie, not the Airbender, but the alien ones
Mhm.
with Pandora and all
Yeah.
them. They transferred a consciousness to this other body, but they never. I don't think they ever showed something of like a male consciousness going into a female avatar.
But I think it's on, I guess, what they represented and what they was like. I think it's like if the girl wanted a man, like the female avatar wanted a man, and she loved the dude, she's gonna just put the dude in the man body. And if the man loved her, he was willing to be in anybody probably for her. Like probably, but I don't know because the thing is the thing that make
That'd be some
everything.
kinky shit.
I
Man.
think it's just so many layers and beliefs stacked on top of each other. It's
Also,
like if man, if a man made up the term man,
sure.
and you hate that they created that term, and so you give yourself like I think everybody's like the titles do get annoying, and it's like we just like I feel like made things worse by adding more titles to everything or trying to
Right,
labels and
because
titles because it's just like
it causes tension somehow between between the generations, between the
because it's like if let's say if somebody says like who are you to say that a man actually means boom 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 or a woman means boom 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 like to say like you feel you are a man but born into the wrong body, you know. But it's like as a man myself, so I'm speaking like I don't really just know what a man is. When I think of man, I just think of capability, you know.
and
Like
all these thoughts were concluded from within you or whatever was concluded after you gain some kind of understanding of what if I am not what this body says I am, Tyro. I don't know. It's a whole. That's why it's hard to believe that it's not a game. Like it's not something else going on that's warping the human beings per se. I'm not saying it's like the government and all, even though they're there and they're moving about us. I don't know because they affect our lives, and so if they affect our lives, they affect per se our vibration and our path in a sense. And there's levels to that, but he can somehow influence, and that's where we can connect that with dreams or people talk even about outer body experiences, near death experiences, which made them, have these visions or have them go to this other dimension. And so it's like, whether you believe in the whole fantasy, this whole angels and God and gods and the devil and conspiracies and this is like, that's why I believe in like these movies. Like I like the movies that we watch. Marvel. More right now, Marvel is the thing going on. And as we saw, it's not a spoiler because it's out there.
And if it is, oh well. Go ahead.
um, the Secret Wars. Is it called Secret War or Secret Wars?
Secret Wars.
Secret Wars. And even in the Bible is mentioned the same thing. Like there's a war to come, and or no, the way it say it is, and this is why I asked that question. How do you not? I just wanted to have the word deception like noted, bolded, because even the Bible, like the MC, like the MC, the MCU, and whatever is the hype on the media and in the world, America, whoever is agreeing with all this, I believe it's all part of, like, they want to evolve us, but they have to do it with lies, manipulation.
So you saying like,
because they have to, for them to achieve what they truly want, which is like utopia, they have to.
who is they? You're saying is they just whoever's in power, whoever's the person, whoever got the Jumanji board right now, whoever opened that Sathora box, like that's what you're saying, like.
The show that we've seen, The Man Who Fell to Earth.
Yes.
Main dude character is Faraday. He came to Earth. Man, is it spoiler?
No, bro.
Because
I say
it's
fuck
clearly
them.
seen.
Fuck them. But please like, comment, subscribe. Not fuck y'all like that, but like, yo, please. If you've seen it, you'll know what we talking about. If you haven't, it's our word not enough. You still gotta see it.
It's a lit show.
Because it's very lit. So go ahead.
A lot of the things that we talk about is lit.
Say what you say, but don't say the particulars of where they at. Don't say no beginning, middle, end. Just say what you say. So
that's exactly what I was to do, though.
you about to say the ending, or you could tell. You could like.
I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna say you could just say what you say. Yeah,
but I'm gonna say this. I don't
Yeah.
think you have. I don't think you may have to edit.
That's what I'm saying. I may not have to edit nothing. Just say what you say, and
Don't
say where it's at.
This alien came to Earth, had nothing. He learned. He gathered, and repeated until he got a better grasp and whatnot. So he's an alien. Man, I think I am gonna be giving a big review. I'm gonna cut it short. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. Fuck that, because I feel like I am.
Find it, Shelby. Find it. Remember that hustler flow?
You
You don't know what you want to say? Find it, Shelby. Find it. Come on, find it.
What were we talking about? It came to the Secret Wars. You asked, who are they?
Who are they? What is like?
They are a particular group of people that had nothing but were special or whatever. They decided they were special. They said, "Oh, they're in the game now." This what kind of game? It's just called the game.
They trying to like
The
domain.
world
They
game.
trying to domain expansion the world.
Like, yeah.
At Gojo Infinite Void, like
Yeah, but the only way for them to achieve that is to outwit the whole board, outwit all the players, outwit them by like either destroying them, having them join having them join you, whatever else.
But what is the idea
But
of
they
joint
are
forces?
unknown. Hmm?
Because now I said, what is the idea of joining forces? Because I do feel like this: if everybody really like ain't to one particular goal that we all believe is the greatest, like something greater than all of us, we could all agree to that. All this in between banter is just literally what it is: banter, bullshit, dumb shit, fake arguments. What do you mean about this or that? That are like, yo, you know what you are, you know what you do. Like
Bro,
anybody try to like really that it's a spiritual warfare. Like that's what life is. It's just like a spiritual game. Like it's not really about the control and who has this power. It's about who shakes you. Who are you let shaking you? What's your resilience? What do you stand for? What do you object against? What do you? It's not about what can you. It's what you tolerate. It's not about what you have and possessions and what you could do with them. Like that's what's gonna really remove you from everybody worrying about some form of control or power over somebody. You're really gonna lose sight. Like so,
life is a
you got to stay on your pivot foot. You know, once you stop bouncing the ball, you can't move it. You can move
bouncing
the other
around,
leg.
bouncing around.
Yeah, you can do all of that, but you can't. Like you still gotta like it's on what's moving you. And then if somebody move you, like you can't blame them. You was the one that was moved. You lack the resilience.
Bro, with all this talk,
But
the thing that comes to mind right now is like all I want is peace for worldwidely. I believe that's impossible because we are still flesh. If we could cut our own bullshits like the superpowers, the Chinese, America, Russia, cut the bullshit and just sit at a round table, light a few blunts, how whatever you want,
whatever you
but
want,
just chill
exactly.
together and just be like, yo, just go on an acid trip, as they say. Like you don't have to really use acid or like shrooms or like a drug thing or whatever, but it's like because life in itself is a whole.
You gotta Morpheus, yo, forget everything that you know. The ancient one, knock your soul out your body. Like but you gotta be willing to do that. You gotta be willing to want to choose that route, willing to understand, like, and just everybody chill. And then everybody not gonna understand everything.
And that's the thing that you have to accept that.
Cause if there was only peace, then there'd be no like if peace only existed, like we wouldn't it wouldn't. Just like you have to have conflict to know peace. If there was no conflict, everything would just be is. Like or you don't want to separate so it's like you gotta take what come with everything and you gotta
I
redo the
don't truly.
Rubik's
I
cube.
don't think I believe what you just said. You just said. I'm sorry, because I just got a weird text talking about reported air quality in your area is unhealthy for sensitive groups.
It does really say that. What is my radar?
A weather app.
Reportedly air quality is for sensitive groups.
I
Oh,
don't know how they know
I
that.
guess they're just saying, but that's in general though. It's the weather affects all of us. Like, so why is it like somebody has to feel? What is this particular like? Did you
Exactly.
want the title of feeling? You got to feel special for having your separate title. Like, no matter what, like I don't know, like
And that alone is because they say sensitive group, so it's like a bit like inferior, demeaning.
yeah,
Because but like you say, it's literally it should literally be a general thing.
yeah, like the weather affects everybody.
But I can also see the whom the sensitive groups may be, which are
Well,
the like I don't know, the people that are affected, like who are sensitive, not like because I believe I'm sensitive,
but
but
that's but
in
then
a
in a
sort
way,
of fashion.
that's like kind of vague and secret. It's like what is this? What is this sensibility? Like how would that sensitive or person would know? Let's say they were saying that to like let's just say the weather that's about to happen. Hey, if you like the type of rain and the climate is actually gonna fuck with your skin. It may fuck with your skin, but it doesn't say that. It says sensitive. So what person knows who it's being talked to?
Maybe is it the
Like
paranoid group? I don't know.
it's that's what makes it secretive still. Like it's not like we like I said, we all affected by the weather. Like so I don't know.
But you said something, and I was like, I don't know what you said. It was kind of something.
I don't remember what I said either. And I'm not running the game takes back. You better remember.
I better remember. Yeah, because I guess that's sort of how it should go.
Well, did you have like a last topic or anything? I think I only said two topics, but we approaching the 1:30 hour half mark.
It's an old question.
Okay.
Um, Quite simple. Do you know yourself?
Hmm. That's such a crazy question.
How crazy is it? I don't know where
Knowing,
that's
because
from.
knowing yourself is knowing how you. I feel like knowing how you would act and knowing your abilities and your capability type shit. So
Okay.
like, yeah, like you should know what you can do, what you can't do, what you're like. Yeah, it's like self awareness, like what you afraid of, what you're not afraid of, what you're like. Instead of just
Willing to overcome what not willing.
like, because if you don't even have no
You're
awareness,
willing
or
not
well,
to.
like if you have no awareness of yourself, or what, like you don't have the thought of overcoming or changing nothing, you know, it will kind of always be like a, I guess, a what you talking about,
What you mean?
like,
What are you talking about?
like, I guess if you, I don't know, like if you be playing basketball and you miss every single shot, like you can't make a shot, and like if you can't make a shot, and you like, I shoot better than y'all, I just haven't made any, or like I don't know, like I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what it's like when you say knowing yourself. It's like that's how I interpret it. Just because I can't really say it in terms of what nobody else should know or be aware of themselves per se. Like because there's no like just rule book that like, hey, since I'm aware, they should be like. So it's like, should you know yourself? Like
You said if I'm aware, should they be aware? If you're aware that you're aware that they're not aware, if you're aware,
nah, I'm talking about yourself. Like if you like,
me too. That's what I'm getting at too. Like if you know yourself and you wait, how did I say? Is that how I said it? If you understand
because
yourself and understand that they don't understand.
that's it's really that's like really a Percy battle because just because knowing yourself doesn't mean you got to be locked into the habits or things you've done. You could be because you could be aware of them to either change them, grow them, or think they whatever. Oh no, you cool. No, like so it's like because somebody could think they knew you better than you. Like you do this, that, and that, and it's like, bro, I could know what I did, and I'm doing this today, right now, in this moment. Like, what are you telling me? So it's like because I want to do something different, you know me better than me. That's like kind of like a tool, like a manipulation tool, kind of like. Nah, that's not you, bro. You do doom 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 doom, bro. But this is what I'm doing right now, like because of you in this time and moment, like you making me react this way, or I'm choosing to react this way to your however you said what you did, or like this is how I'm choosing to react. Like,
Um,
because if you know, because it's like you gotta know kind of what makes you mad. Like, if you say something I don't like, it's like you said something I didn't like. It's like if I'm like, I don't. I think I like what you said. I don't know if I like what you said. Like, well, that's for you to figure out. Like,
who the person asking?
yeah, like if you say if I say something and you don't like what I said,
It's my job.
or you're not sure. Like if you don't like what I said, you know it. You'll tell me like I don't like that. Why you don't like it? Because you know you don't like it.
Right,
That's
right,
why you
right,
said it.
right, right, right.
Now if I say something, you like, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I fuck with it, but I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards I don't like it. It's kind of like that's for you to decide whenever you decide it.
Right, right, yeah,
Like,
yeah, 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 yeah. Of course.
cause that's so like now you taking your unknownness out on me. You don't know how you feel, and now you taking your super random out on me. Like that's crazy.
Um,
Or you don't want to accept how you feel, or you deny. Like it's probably levels in that type of situation, but I don't know. That's why I don't really clock other people. Like you should worry about yourself. You clocking everybody else like for what? Like
to, in many cases, is like just to talk about it to somebody else
or
behind that person's back.
or not, or even try to control the situation to their liking. Like
True, it could. There's levels. It could be the intention. You don't know.
Where da 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 at? They outside. You go, yo, what are you doing outside? You know you're not feeling well. Go back in the house. Like, bro, they want to go outside. Damn. Like, goddamn. Can they go outside?
Like,
Understand? Even if you care, like, you still like that. The controller, like, people gotta control. They control. Ah, that's like a bar. You gotta control your control. Control what you can. And control your control. But like, shout out, like Kanye, man. Do you got the power to let power go? Like, you know. Do you have the ability to go, hey, you know what? I'm gonna let this person do what they want. I ain't gonna try to influence them. I'm not gonna try to see anything. I'm not gonna try to show them the way from what I think is right. Do you just have the ability to let people experience and learn and live life? I don't know, man. That was kind of a deep ending. I think that might be it, bro. Unless you got anything else, anything quick. If I can think of something really quick.
Something quick is gonna, I guess, curve from I think the last thing that you kind of said and what you were saying throughout. But I'll question. I'll ask it this in this way. Makes you accept your brother or your mother or your friend?
It's funny because when you started to think, I thought of what I was to say to that. Because now, this is where we gotta start kind of like not harping too much on words or getting too focused on people how emotion or how they control. Because let's say, because now I'm outside and now they like, yo, you know you sick. What are you doing? You need to get back in the house. And I'm like, yo, just chill. I just wanted to get a little bit of air. Now it's like you gotta. That's where you really gotta go by the spirit. You gotta think about what this person is bucking about. Don't be mad that they bucking. Like they bucking because they care about your well being now. In that like situation that I use example, so it's like it's like yo chill. Like I know you care. I got you. I care about I got you. Like you're not even gonna fret about it. That's like when somebody do something like you ever been in a situation where somebody do something nice for you, but they think they doing something nice, but they really fucking you up right now.
Yeah.
But they had good intentions. That's
so you like, let it slide.
It's like it's like yeah, you just like man, just yeah, you just it's like
I see it. I don't even want to speak about it because it's gonna the way I'm gonna respond is gonna sound evil and negative. So why?
Yeah,
I'd rather keep it and
just keep it cool. Like they keeping it cool. Their intentions is good. The spirit is good. They love you. They care about you. That's the only reason why they acting the way they acting. Like, so you gotta pay attention to that too. Like, and that person gotta learn that that shit can get overbearing. I get you love me, but stop yelling at me. Chill. All of that yelling and like it's a you gotta it's a gamble. Like,
would it be kind of weird or cool to once you say what you say about the whole, subscribe.
I don't know. I got tired of saying that,
Mm.
but I might say it again though.
Isn't the like almost the same thing?
Nah,
If you say like or
I tell
like.
them they need to like. You guys need to like, comment, subscribe, and then I always talk about the pain and the time and the soul thing.
Pain, time, and the soul.
Pain and time and soul. So, for they put the time in, like, comment, subscribe. They get the good shit for free, and all the zero pods, all the. You know how many times we done said this is gonna be the first pod, and I'm guaranteeing this one. And I said that in the last one, I guarantee, but I'm guaranteeing this one.
You low key almost said it for the first episode.
I know
0,
but y'all can get all those cuts for free, bro. You like, comment, subscribe, bro. They just I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do the page. I'm gonna have to send me an email with a screenshot of your like, comment, subscribe, and I could I'll send the link of the raw, ain't no edit, no censor, it's uncensored. It's edits, but it ain't
good edits.
Yeah, good, worthy edits. The edit, y'all gonna be like, oh man,
we
cutting out dead space.
You rarely edit though. You only edit the little bullshits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's not worthy, so it's
not much of the talks that he edits.
Y'all gonna get the good shit. Yeah. Y'all can get shit from old pods that the zero pods. Just please like, comment, subscribe, and bro, I think that's it.
I just wanted to. I want to know. Give some small spoiler for the next episode.
Oh, small what?
Spoiler or teaser. I just wanted to ask a question.
Okay,
that's it. Just a question. And it's a tree. It's gonna go to other things.
Let's see what you about to.
And it's simple. I think I probably mentioned it to you before.
Okay.
But do human beings possess energy within? You could pause.
Yeah, you know what? That's the tune in next time to the Niggas Need a Podcast. The NNAP is abbreviated. It's not black and white. It's pretty simple. You know why you can't say it? Because it's not what? Alright, man. I'm outy, man. Bro, honestly though, we kind of finessed at the end.
Is it still recording?
Yeah. Because I remember you said you should just leave it low key. I thought about that. You kind of finessed at the end. I felt like you was questioning, that was good chemistry, I feel. Was
it? I don't know. I felt kind of weird about it.
I don't know. To me, when I was like, remember the time and soul thing? It's all set up to me.
Oh, yeah.
I was hoping you was trying. I was like, so I'm I got tired of just saying it the same way. So I'm like, I'm gonna try to just set it up to see if you like time and soul, this nigga.
Pain, time. No, yeah.
Niggas could run ads. Niggas could run ads. That was smooth as hell.
Oh my god.
And then yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I thought you was gonna act crazier too though.
Me
At the
too,
end,
but no.
I wanted it to be crazy, so I could definitely be alright, next time. Yeah. I wanted it to end crazy,
But I was trying, but that's what I came up with. Just because there's extra shit with that. Because if that is true, again, this, it's gonna spawn to some shit. So it's the question was, do human beings have energy within themselves? Obviously, the answer is yes.
I'm about to turn up for a little key.